Today, ground was broken for the construction of a forward operating base at the mouth of the Sarstoon River in southern Belize. Sarstoon Island and the river have been the latest point of contention between Belize and Guatemala in regard to Guatemala's unfounded claim over Belize. A few months ago, the Belize Territorial Volunteers, led by Will Mejia and Orlando de la Fuente, traveled to the Sarstoon River with the intention to circle the island. However, they were met with aggression on the part of Guatemalan military officials. Since then, the discussion to build a base in that area has increased, with activists such as COLA and BTV demanding that the base be built as soon as possible. And just before the general elections, Prime Minister Dean Barrow announced that the base would be built, and it was the Minister of National Security, John Saldiva, that announced that a groundbreaking ceremony would be held today. Our team was there and they spoke to the commander of the BDF, Brigadier General David Jones, and Minister John Saldiva.
At around 8 o'clock this morning, government officials, Coast Guard and Belize Defense Force personnel armed with high-powered weapons, and members of the media, all shared among 5 boats, left off from PG Pier en route to the mouth of the Sarsoon River, the location where the forward operating base will be built. Also accompanying the group were 2 representatives from the Organization of American States. They were there to observe. During the 40 minutes boat ride to the mouth of the Sarsoon River, we saw Guatemalan gunboat patrolling the area, presumably on their side of the waters. Sarsoon Island, the latest point of contention between Belize and Guatemala in regards to the territorial dispute, was now in our view.
This is a historic occasion, not just for the Belize Defense Force and also the Coast Guard, but for our nation, in that we're about to establish a forward operating base that has been long in the pipeline for the entrance of the Sarsoon River.
The forward operating base will be established at the northern channel of the river along the coast of the mainland and not on the island itself. It will cost the government over $100,000.
This was determined by the military experts that this is the best place to get the best vantage point, because it's not necessarily just to watch the river, it's to watch the coast as well. And so this gives us the best vantage point.
This is going to assist us in maintaining the territorial integrity and patrolling our sea areas and rivers to maintain sovereignty.
This over $100,000 facility that will be constructed here at this site will offer our law enforcement authorities increased capacity in surveillance, tracking, and intercept capability. It will contribute tremendously to the efforts of national and regional security in controlling the threats from transnational crime, drug trafficking, human and weapons trafficking, and other criminal activities.
According to the Minister of National Security, John Saldiva, it will take about 3 months for the forward operating base to be completed.
The material needs to come out, and I understand that it will take about 3 months for the building and the area to be constructed and prepared.
Okay.
What will it look like, the building itself?
A basic structure that will include sleeping quarters, food, the kitchen, meeting area, and that sort of stuff. Basic structure.
Minister Saldiva says that this latest infrastructure and security venture is part of Belize's National Security Strategic Plan.
Belize's vision, as laid out in the National Security Strategic Plan for Belize, is for Belize to be safe, secure, at peace with itself and its neighbors, where the security environment allows the development of a peaceful and democratic society that utilizes its human and natural resources to ensure social justice, ethnic harmony, security, stability, and prosperity. We, in the Ministry of National Security, recognize that for us to achieve this vision, we must address the threats to our national and regional security from an integrated approach, where neighbors share responsibility and participate in this effort. I want to give assurance to our neighbor, Guatemala, and all other friendly nations that our law enforcement authorities will conduct their operations along the Sarstoon in a manner that is conducive to cooperation and good neighborliness. It is for that reason that we call on the government of Guatemala to join us in this effort to defeat the threats that both our countries are facing from illicit drug trafficking, human and weapon trafficking, illegal maritime and other activities along the Sarstoon.
Also present at today's groundbreaking ceremony were Education Minister Patrick Faber, Minister of Public Service, Energy and Public Utilities Frank Mena, and CEO in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Lauren Sylvester. Reporting for Love News, Hippolyta Novello.